you got a dumbbell or a set of dumbbells, because we're only going to be using those for actual exercises, not anything martial arts style. So if you got dumbbells, if you got a medicine ball, if you got a weight bag or anything like that, anything you can add weight to, a good idea would be, like I mentioned before, your equipment bag with, that you carry all your stuff in, putting a bunch of stuff in there, some leg weights or anything like that, or just a bunch of things in there to weight it down. But it gives you something big to kind of grab onto. Our backpack, I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably have your school books and stuff for those that were in school, home right now. So a good backpack with a history book, a science book, and a math book in there could give you some good weight there. Okay, so with tape the other day, there you go. All right, yeah, have fun here. I hope you guys can learn something or participate, Jeannie. So yeah, Lagos, you guys were just saying that the other day. So here we go. Now is to give you a chance to do it. So what we're going to do for the circuit training today, before we get into that, we're going to do a warm-up in that too. But it's going to be consistent for time limit. You're going to do each drill for a certain time limit. And my space right here, I got enough to do at least 3 drills. I could add a bag kick in here or a punch. Something which I might do. Actually, I think I will do that. Add 4 of those in there. Because I know a lot of you guys do have some bags or you got something to punch or to hit, which is very, very cool and awesome. I want you guys to be able to utilize that stuff and other than just randomly doing them and using them. Oops. Okay, so each one is going to be for a certain time limit, and then we're going to come back around and go through that set a few times here. All right. But first, we're going to do a quick bow in with our 5 viewers right now. Chariot and Kyungnet. Okay. I wanted to play a little bit of music on this one here. I can't put it out too loud, otherwise YouTube might silence my video. But just to have a little bit of background music and noise going here. Let me find something here. Okay, so I got my music going. All right, so the first drill that I'm going to show you guys here is your simple basic drill. Let me put one more piece of tape on the end there. It'll just be a little bit better eye appealing for me. Okay, turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so first drill, very simple and easy, is going to be your jumping jack drill. So when we're doing a circuit like this here, and you're going to do the same one over and over and over, even though it's a short little ladder here. You don't go forward and backwards. You go through the drill, and then you're going to jog back around. So again, you can do this here with me if you guys have the tools right now, right away, or you can just kind of watch and write these down and do them later on. So it would be for 30 seconds. I'm just going to show you the drill here, but jumping jack in and out. Go through, and I jog back again. Now the way you would push yourself, I'm doing this drill specifically like that, is once you go through it one time, and then you're going to go through again a few, 2 times or 3 times, whatever your conditioning is, whatever your time frame is. Okay? You want to take note of how many times you complete the drill in that 30 seconds. So that way, the next time you go through, you have something to challenge you, something to aim at, a goal to aim at to try to beat. So I'm going to do a few more of these here just to give you, if anybody's doing them out there with me, go ahead and keep going on these here. So I'm going to kind of get my watch timer just so that I got an idea. Where'd my timer go? It just had it. There it is. 30 seconds, and I'm going. And I like to rotate everything. So when I move out, you notice I'm going to go back each side. so I don't just continuously do the same thing over and over. I want to work both sides, especially on agility movements. Back around. There we go, and 30 seconds is done up for that one. Okay, the next one over here. Now the reason I have the length here is this is going to be mobile. So I'm going to just jump side to side hop over the ropes here, right? Okay, but again, circuit drill, I want to move along the rope as I'm jumping. So I'm going to jump slightly forward each time I do this. I go back around and start again. Pop, 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 pop. Now these are actually like perfect height for me. You don't want to put this too high or too low. I mean, you can be low. It can be whatever drill that you're trying to work on. But for right now, what we're trying to do is really work on a little small knee pitch along with getting those feet up at the same time. So small knee pitch, pick the feet up. See the difference there? This is picking the feet up. This is a high knee. I want a small knee pitch with picking the feet up. So as I jump, I'm pulling those knees up a little bit, but I'm getting my feet up and down quick. That's the recovery part of this drill. So let's go ahead, if you guys are with me out there. Anybody? We're going to go ahead and do a 30-second drill on this one, just to show you. Okay. Jog back around. Now, because of my space on this one, I only have to go back on one side. I would prefer to go back the other way, but I don't really have the space. So I might back pedal one time. Jog back around. Back pedal. And you notice I could, and my time is done on now. Now I could probably go from here to here like this with one big step. You don't want to do that. You want to give yourself a little recovery time in between the drill. So as I turn around here, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 steps. I make that into 3 steps. That way it gives me a little recovery time between the drill. Okay, next one over here. Give me a thumbs up for anybody if anybody's able to do any of these with me right now. I'm just curious. Okay, so now you're going to take your weights. This one here is, you know how the circuit training works as well. We don't take any breaks or stops in between the drills. I am right now because I'm explaining them. But I would go from 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do, probably once I get done here explaining them all. Actually, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use the bag over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. After I get done kind of explaining it, I'm going to go through once for sure, maybe twice, depending on what our time frame is looking like here. Because I don't want to hold you guys up too much if you're just watching me. I'd rather have you guys learn, understand, get some details, and then get fired up, and then go out and do your own. Okay, so next you're going to go to your weights here. And it's just going to be a simple curl up, 30-second curl. Okay, Pasitas, all right, they're the only ones watching, doing it with me? All right, good. Keep it up, girls. Okay, so 30 seconds. So you're going to grab your weights and just curl it up is all you're going to do. 30-second curl. And up. Now this bag here probably weighs about close to 50 pounds. I think it's like a 45-pound bag. Doesn't feel like it. Feels a little heavier. No, actually it feels about 45 pounds. My time at 3 more seconds. Oh, I gotta get one more in. And timer's going off. Okay, so I didn't really count on that one. I should have, though, to give me an idea of what my goal is to try to beat on the next one. So not only am I working faster and working harder by trying to beat my previous goals here, or my previous results, I'm increasing that conditioning and perseverance and stamina because I'm pushing harder and harder, not just doing cardio. Not that that's bad or wrong, it's just different. So now I'm going to go over here to the bag, okay, to my makeshift kicking bag here. And very simple, it's just going to be a kick, 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 kick. I don't want to hit mine too hard because it's just going to start swinging all over the place, and I don't want to mess anything up down here. But for you guys, go ahead and kick them, kick your bags, hit that stuff, hit it hard. If you don't have a bag, kick in the air. That's just as good. Okay, so 30 seconds on a bag kick. Let's see if we lost anybody. Nope, still 5 viewing out there. I like that. Okay, here we go. Nope, I'm not talking to you, Sari. And go. Here we go. Kick, 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 hop, 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 hop. Now for the sake of changing this up a little bit, just for the camera and visuals, I'm going to double up the kick. Hop, 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 hop. What time going on? Timer was off. There we go. So that would have been one set, one time going through. Turn my sound up. That way I can hear it. Ready? My timers are messing up on my watch here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the 4 drills, 30 seconds in each one. So 30 seconds, that's 1 minute. 30 seconds, 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is the length of I want to say black belt. We always train at black belt, even if you're not a black belt for competition or anything like that. 2 minutes is the length of a national level round. So I would do this as 3 rounds, similar to one match, one fight. And on my circuit training day or my circuit training session, I would do 3 times through for one match. Then I would do 3 times through again for the second match. Take a small break, a little break in there. Then I would take 3 times through again for a third match. So it would be 6 minutes for each round, times 3. Who are my math whizzes out there? What's 6 times 3? Yes, 25 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. 18 minutes, right? But in total, it would probably be about 20 to 25 minutes with the breaks in between and just little things that happen, right? Even a sparring match is not just 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. You have a lot of times where the clock gets stopped because timeout or a protest on a point, or somebody falls down, or the ref's got to stop and take points away, or the ref's got to stop and talk to, just stuff like that happens, right? So a 6-minute match actually averages somewhere between, I don't know, 8.5 minutes, maybe a little bit more, somewhere around there. I would say between 7.5 to 8.5 minutes, something like that, for a 6-minute match. Okay, so when you take that in consideration, it would be more along the lines of 8 minutes times 3. That's 24, 25 minutes. There goes your half an hour circuit training session right there. And you're doing it with purpose, but you're also doing it with the intention of still keeping it towards sparring and condition. Okay, so we're going to go through a set right now. If you got it, go ahead and do it with us. If you don't have it, go ahead and do it. But just kind of do it in one spot wherever you're at, and then you can figure out the particulars later on for yourself. Okay. All right, we got anybody else here? All right, so still got 4 people watching. That's cool. All right. And, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Now, you might also be thinking, when I go through my second sets or my third matches, I should say, do I change anything? Sometimes I would change some of the exercises, but a lot of times I just kept them the same. It's a lot easier and a lot less time consuming. I don't have to think about doing anything, and I can perform it better the second and the third time. So my body was already conditioned and trained to outperform the previous set, so that way I could do better. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Jumping jack in and out. Oh, I'm gonna go this way just so you guys can see it better. And 30 seconds, go. So that's one for me. I'm gonna go through again. That's two. Oh, I hit my tape. Three. Four. Try to move faster. Five. 6. And time. What's going on here? Oh. Okay, so now I go into my hops here and go. Hop, 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 hop. 1. Hop, 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 hop. 2. Back pedal. Hop, 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 hop. 3. Oh. Crashed into my wall. Hop, 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 hop. 4. Hop, 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 hop. 5. And timer's done on that. I think it stopped in the middle of 5 somewhere, so I was more around 4.5. Okay, over to my weights. Okay, 30 seconds here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you want to keep those elbows in. 5, 6. Try not to rock your body. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, how much time I got? 4 more seconds. Go. 12, 13. 13. Okay. Now onto the last side. And go. Huh, 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 huh. Seven more seconds. Okay, now for that last one, if I was hitting on a more stationary bag, I would have counted my kicks, because then I can just put all my effort in on the last drill, last exercise, and really go all out. But I have the resistance of the bag, whereas right now I'm controlling my kick so that I don't hit and get that to start swinging, because then it just gets caught in my mic cord, might fall off, whatever, right? So for you, if you have something to hit, count those kicks there to see how many kicks you get in that 30 seconds. If you're getting less than 30 kicks on a bag or a shield, if somebody's holding the shield for you, yeah, those two there. If you're getting less than 30 kicks, you're pausing too much in between the kicks somewhere. You want to be ready with that next kick as the first kick is coming down. So your body should already be transitioning to shift your weight over for the next kick on the other side. You don't want to have to set up. If you're kicking on paddles, it's going to be a little different if you got somebody holding paddle for you, because you kind of got to go at their rhythm and their pace. They got to move at yours. So you don't have the resistance, but you can kick faster, so you should be getting on paddles well over 30 kicks in 30 seconds. Well over 30 kicks. So 40, 45, 50, even 60 if some of you guys are going a little bit faster, that's fine. So that's the only reason I didn't count my kicks on the last one. If I had a good bag, I'd be counting those. Okay, so that was one round. So similar to match at a national level competition, I would take myself, I know I've got it longer right now, but because I was talking, but I would give myself a 30-second break in between. Yes, you can get some water. You can have a little seat. You can stretch. Usually I would always just stretch, because if I sat down in the middle of me working out, then I'm starting to stiffen up. Even in my younger years, or my 20s, and this sounds even funny to say, but my early 30s, mid 30s, because I'm beyond that, didn't think that was ever going to happen. So can't stop the clock, right? So I would always do some stretches. It's even more important for me now to not sit in between anything there, because I'm like Han Solo in Frozen Carbonite. I'm not moving until Princess Leia comes and melts it all down for me. Okay, so that's your circuit training there. So for your kick, we're going to work on a kick here really quick. The side kick, your cut kick, right? I'm going to show you on the bag and for the kick that I want you to work on a little bit later here. And then tomorrow, I'm going to, on the videos that go out, remember this is the live one. Tomorrow we're going to have the videos for the video session. I'm going to go over my results of perseverance. So on the scavenger hunt, I got Todd Family and Rasmussen's and Fahencio's gave me the results from their scavenger hunt. Awesome job, you guys. Glad you had fun doing it and being creative. I'm just really trying to come up with some things to make our classes and our sessions a little bit more enticing, to want you guys to participate. It's pretty low participation, but I'm still going to keep doing these and putting them out every day, till this whole thing is done, and then we can just get back into the school and start doing what we're doing there. So it is a lot more work on me though, but that's all right. I'm willing to take the good with the bad. I appreciate everybody that's continued to support us and stay active and leaving me comments, and those that are communicating back with me. I really like that. I appreciate it. And so I just want to say thank you guys for that. So for the kick today, we are going to do double side kick. Pop, pop. All right, that's going to be your first setup here, which is with that back leg. Pop, pop. All right, that's what you're practicing on. But if you got a bag or you got a shield or a partner or somebody to hit, something to hit, pop, pop, double that side kick out. Now, once you warm that up, now you're going to go for a low, high, double side kick. Pop, pop. Low, then high. What's really important here is the rechamber and the lean of your upper body in order to make the second kick go up a little bit higher. So, and we just had the heater kick on. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys, but we're almost done. So, I don't lean on that first kick that's low here. You shouldn't have to. If you do have to, then you really got to work. I would spend a little bit more time before doing this drill stretching so that those hips and legs are really warmed up and loose. So from here, boom, rechamber up. Now I go up higher. I'm going to lean my body weight back to pick the leg up higher. If I just keep it straight, you're going to get this here. And then that's not really a side kick. It's more of a snapping front kick, push kick, roundhouse kick with a front foot position, right? Something like that. So it should be kind of quick too. Hup, hup. Once you get the hang of it, hup, hup, you'll be able to start doing it a lot easier over and over and over. And then you can change those to multiple different kinds of kicks. Hook kick, axe kick for that second kick. Snap for a hook kick, and then you can add other kicks. Snap and hook kick, roundhouse kick. Side kick, side kick, side kick. Add 3 side kicks there, low, medium, high, right? Different stuff like that. That's when they really just start to get to good control over those hips. Okay, so for those of you that are on here, thank you guys. That was a live session today. We still got our 5, so that's cool. Well, thank you, Rasmussens. I appreciate you saying you appreciate my effort. It's nice to hear that because, again, with low attendance and people watching and stuff, sometimes even through all of this, it's been a month. I'll be very transparent and honest. Some days I feel like, why even do it if they're not going to watch it? Because it is time consuming for me to do this stuff here, you guys. Not the live ones, But when I do all the other videos and then I got to post them and then email everybody and then post on all the websites, I got to load them up to all the platforms, and that takes a lot of my time up. And I'm willing to do it though. I am willing to do it. I just would like to know that those that I'm doing it for are utilizing the effort that I'm putting in for. So thank you, Rasmus, for letting me know that, and then thanks for all you guys that are always attending on live ones. Acetus, Todd's, Florencio's. There's a few other ones here and there, but I know you guys have been almost all of them. And I get it, it's very difficult and tricky to try to be at all of these and get on there. That's why I like to do it on this platform, and then it's still later, it's still posted here later to view later on. I don't know what's happening out there with all the schooling and the online stuff right now, being that we don't have anybody around us that's in that position right now. So I can just imagine that's not as free-flowing or as easy as it seems. So there's a lot of learning and catching up to do with that. So we all have different shoes. We're all walking a different path right now. So I just want to say thank you guys for attending and let me know that it's where you guys appreciate that I keep doing this. Okay, so again, we're going to keep doing it. Tomorrow's videos are going to be up, and then we got our next live class is going to be Saturday morning, probably keto at 11 o'clock, and then taekwondo at 11:30. Okay, so those are the drills, side kicks, and then your circuit training. Send me some pictures and some shots, you guys. You can post them on, you can text them to me, you can email them, you can post them on the Facebook page, whatever it is, of your circuit training setup, what you got set up there, or even some of you guys doing some. Send me some video or anything like that. Cool, that's very encouraging for me to watch. I love seeing you guys do that stuff. Okay, so we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Today's drill is going to be working with the jump rope. So if you're part of our Torch Club group, then we do jump roping quite often because there's a lot of benefits for it for martial art and taekwondo. And we do it sometimes on Saturdays if you were to attend our Saturday classes. So for the majority of you guys that don't, I thought I'd do a good jump roping drill just to explain some ideas behind it. So I'm going to show you about 10 jumps and then explain what you're looking at or what you want to try to accomplish while jump roping here. Okay, 10 jumps right there. So you notice right here, one, I'm spinning the rope fast and you can hear the sound of it cutting through the air. Now here's number 2. So the second thing is you got to learn to stay relaxed. Keep the shoulders relaxed. When I started jump roping in my early 20s, I hadn't learned how to really keep the skill of jump roping or what the benefit was behind it. We did it a little bit in school here and there, but I didn't realize there's a major benefit and skill development with jump roping. So that second one is learning to stay relaxed. So far often I see a lot of beginners are very tensed up, or their arms are really out far and they're stiff. What's going to happen is once you get in, even to 10 jumps, if you're that stiffed up, you are going to get exhausted. The goal is to stay very loose and relaxed so that you can continue that movement and motion for a really long time and not get too tired, but also to stay the same rhythm and pace with one jump, one rope spin. So that's the second thing. Third thing is here, learning to not make mistakes. That comes from over time of developing the rhythm. 2 mistakes that most people will make, even when somebody becomes relaxed. They're either hitting the ground too hard with the rope, too much, oops, I didn't, right, like that. And what causes that, or what's going to happen from that, is the rope is going to bounce up off of the ground and kind of hit your feet. The other thing is they're jumping too high. You don't need to jump that high when you're jump roping. You only need to jump high enough to let the rope get under your feet. That's it. Most people want to make sure they clear that rope, so when they're jump roping, they're jumping up really hard and high. Now you notice when I do that, I have to slow down the speed of my rope. That's something you don't want to do. You eventually want to work up to jumping faster, not slower, harder, and heavier. So watch me from the side a little bit here. I'm on my toes. And it's very smooth and light. Okay, now the last and fourth thing that you got to learn to do while jump roping. Breathe. It's very simple and easy. You're going to breathe in your nose and out of your mouth. Very long, slower, and deeper. Now the reason for the slowness and that tempo there is if you breathe in and out, even if you're doing it long, but if you're breathing in and out kind of fast, you can cause yourself to get a little lightheaded sometimes. So those are your 4 things for jump roping. So now, for a drill of jump roping, here's what you would work on. I would do 1 minute of jumping like this with a 30-second break in between for 6 sets. Yes, 6 sets. 1 minute, 30-second break, 1 minute, 30-second break, and I do that for 6 sets. Now, once you get up and you start getting better and you can jump lighter and faster, now you're going to increase your time and bring the sets down. So you could either do a 1 minute for 6 sets, or you can do 2-minute jump rope with a 30-second break for 3 sets. And then eventually the ultimate goal to get to is a 3-minute jump rope with a 1-minute break in between the sets. 3 sets of those. Well, 3-minute rounds. So I would jump for 3 minutes, take a minute break, jump for 3 minutes, take a minute break, and then do one last jump for 3 minutes, take a minute break. So you're going to average anywhere between 9 to 12 minutes of time frame. And jump roping is a very, very good exercise for a good warm-up. Again, remember, you're trying to learn to stay light on your feet and warm that body up. So I'll show you a little bit here. And there are different ways you can jump. You can kind of swing the legs out. As you start getting better with your rhythm, your legs start getting stronger, your feet start getting a little bit quicker on the floor. You can start doing different things, knee pitches, stuff like that. Even kicks to that point. I would try to do a little bit of kicks right now, but I don't want to hit the ceiling with my rope. So that's your jump roping activity. You can use anything for a jump rope, you guys. Go ahead and get one, have some fun. Make a jump rope, use your belt, find even just a normal thick rope, any kind of rope, something that's gonna have some weight to it that'll spin around your body. And have some fun practicing jump roping. Okay, the next drill that we're going to do here is going to be an action-reaction drill, more along the lines of reaction. We're going to work with Pada Chuggy. Very simple, basic counter roundhouse kick. I'll show you that kick here really quick, just so you, in case you don't know what it is. It's a skip back, and then throw my roundhouse kick. Okay, watch me again. Now, that's a counter kick, meaning that I'm kicking second. The person that I'm with, or it's a sparring kick, they're going to kick at me first, so I move out of the way so that their foot misses me. And as their leg is passing me and going down to the floor to recover, my kick starts coming up, and then I hit them as theirs hits the floor. That would be ideal timing. So that's what you're always trying to work towards on that kick. However, just practicing the kick over and over and over is a very, very, very good thing to do, because it's going to build up that muscle memory and the mechanic and the skill of the technique. So that way when it comes time for you to use it, you don't have to think about it. Your habit kicks in, and boom, you're going to back up and throw that roundhouse kick to score the point. So if you're by yourself, how do you practice that? Well, it's a little bit trickier to practice. You got to come up with ways to help you learn to practice the timing of it. That means the reaction part, which is what I'm going to use this paddle here for. I'm not going to kick the paddle, I'm just going to kick in the air. I'm using the paddle for some sound. So like this here, this is my timing sound. So I'm standing here waiting, ready. Hup, boom. I'm just listening for the sound of the paddle hit the ground. And then that's when I execute the kick. I'm trying not to look at it, so I'm going to throw it back behind me a little bit more. And that's when I execute. So now that's what's called a sound timing drill. I'm going based off of sound, not necessarily sight or activity that's going on here. So it's not the best way to do it, but it is going to allow you to develop some type of reaction skill, because I do have a little bit of timing pressure with the sound. I don't want this to happen. Or at least this is what you don't want. Very delayed reaction to it. Okay, and you don't want to jump the gun, because if you see it, I see the paddle here, and I actually start moving before the kick goes. You don't want that either. So you can even try tossing the paddle up and closing your eyes. That way it's a total reaction drill. You're just moving to the sound of when the paddle hits the floor. So that's going to be your action reaction drill for the day. Counter roundhouse kick or Pada Chuggy with a reaction.